Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of the Keswick Ripple podcast. My name is Jim Lang. I'm the Director of Guest Services here at America's Keswick. And we hope you enjoyed your summer. We took a little break while we ran our summer conferences, and we want to encourage you to go back and watch some of our archived messages from our speakers that we've had here over the summer. But it's good to be back. The Keswick Ripple podcast was started to just give you a glimpse into our ministry and what we do here. And our main focus really is addiction recovery. And so we wanted to give you a testimony each week that we just hope encourages your heart and life and to kind of see the ripple effect of God's grace on a changed life. And so I wanted to introduce you to Andrew today. And Andrew is a Colony of Mercy graduate. He is currently in our discipleship program. So Andrew, welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you.
And so why don't you start out by telling people a little bit about your life, how you grew up, and just kind of briefly share with us.
Well, at 71, it would take a lifetime. But in summation, it's like my childhood life was traumatic. I had a mother that was alcoholic, went through a lot of things herself, you know what I mean, and it reached out to the children. There's 11 of us, and it was pretty gruesome.
And so why don't you tell us how you started into your addiction? How did you get into your addiction?
Well, I went into the Army and started my addiction in the fields of Vietnam. I did 2 tours in Vietnam, and it lasted 51 years.
Mm-hmm. And so how did your addiction kind of wreak havoc on your life? What are some of the consequences that came with that life?
Consequences to the actions. It took everything. That God allowed me to have. I destroyed it. That's the blunt of it all.
Mm-hmm. And so how did you hear about the Colony of Mercy?
Well, I was in a detox program in Maryville, and a couple of the guys that worked there were graduates of American Keswick, right? And they told me about it, you know what I mean? So I figured I'd give it a shot. And it's been great. God has been good. I've never been one big on the God thing. You know what I mean? I come from a long history of hard knocks. You know what I mean? And God just wasn't in the picture. You know what I mean? I didn't trust nothing. I didn't care about nothing. But since coming here, things have changed. You know what I mean? God, you know, I'm slowly letting God in my life. You know what I mean? And it's changing my thinking, my actions, pretty much everything.
So I've had the privilege of knowing you. You're full time here. We spent our first 5 months together in Monday night group, and then you went into discipleship, and now we work together one-on-one. And so I've seen just God work in your life in amazing ways. But kind of tell everyone how God has changed you over the last 7 months. How has He changed your heart?
Anger. I have a lot of anger. I got a lot of stuff left over from days going by, which I shouldn't be really looking at. I should be moving forward, but this is the consequences of a lot of things that I've done, a lot of things that I was made to do in the service, you know what I mean? A lot of guilt, anger, you know, but God's chipping away at that.
And so one of the amazing things is that we have a lot of people who watch this podcast, and more than likely someone who's watching today is struggling with drugs and alcohol. What would you say to them today?
Oh my God. Look, the first thing, it's never been about the drug. It's about what has happened to you in your life. You have to wind back the clock of your life and dig deep and find out, get to the root of what the problem really is. You know what I mean? You know, I give up the I and the me's, you know what I mean? That holds us back in life. That's just one aspect. You know what I mean? But you gotta look forward. You gotta press on to the higher calling.
All right. Well, thank you, Andrew, for sharing a little bit with us. We hope that you enjoyed this testimony. We ask that you like it on Facebook, that you share it, that you allow other people to be encouraged by it, and we will see you next week. Have a great